So in the previous lesson, I showed you how you could add tags and keywords through the stock library platform that you're going to use. But if you choose to not go the platform route, but would rather build up your own portfolio of tracks to submit to a music library house, then how do you add your own tags and descriptions to your tracks? Well, one way is to use a music player that allows you to tag your songs, for example, much like iTunes, that's freely available on PC and Mac. There are other alternatives out there that allow you to tag your tracks, but like I said, iTunes is freely available and it's really easy to use. So what you do is you take your track from your browser and drag it into the iTunes library. Then you select the track, and on the Mac side you press Command R, or on the PC Control R to open the information dialog box for the track. And then here, as you can see, are these extra fields that you can treat as tags to give some extra information to your track. So for example, for the artist section, I can put my name, or maybe under composer, I can put my name. Maybe if I'm in a band, I want to use my band name under the artist section. Then under genre, there's some predefined genres that I can choose from, or I can give it a unique one by typing one in. So for example, I could type in cinematic. Then for the year, I can give the year that the track was composed. This was 2017. And I can also give the tempo. Some listeners and directors like to know the tempo of the song so that they can pull it into their respective software and sync it up with the visual. Then this comment section, I can treat it like a description box where I can give some more details on the track. For example, here I could type in an epic, cinematic, trailer track that can be used in media projects. This is just a rough example of a description. Now, when I press OK, see how it updates these fields and populates them with the information or tags that are provided. So I've got the title, my name, the genre, the BPM, and the description comment. And you'll even see when I open my track in the Mac Finder by selecting it and pressing Command A. It also fills these fields in here with the tags that I created. So for example, the listener gets your track, and if they look at the properties before even listening to the track, they get an idea. Then they pull the track into iTunes and get even a better idea with those extra fields being visible. So you just want to give them as much information as possible before listening to it so that this can just draw them in and give you a better chance of your music being listened to. Another alternative is to use a music hosting or streaming service like Soundcloud, which I highly recommend you to use. So let me just pull up my browser window here with Soundcloud and my account loaded up. And here I've got a track that I've uploaded to my Soundcloud profile. And it's pretty easy to do. You just set up your profile if you haven't already done so, and then you click the upload button here to upload your track. Now, what I like about SoundCloud is that you get this visual representation of the audio waveform. You've got your audio title, and you can brand it with some artwork over here, maybe your artist name or your music licensing brand. Then over here, you can add in a description for the song. And the more info, the better. So you can build up a description with some keywords like we discussed in previous videos. Then I've even put a link here which links to my Audio Jungle profile. So if the listener likes it, they can jump to Audio Jungle and listen to some more tracks of mine. And if you're not going the Audio Jungle route, you can post some links here to your website or to other social media platforms of yours. And what I really like is the facility to add tagging to your tracks in SoundCloud. So if the listener navigates to your song, they don't really have to read the description. They can look at these tags to get a really good idea of what your song contains. So again, choose the right keywords. Now, how do you add and edit these details? You go to the More option, then click Edit. You can see here, I can set the title. Here's the artwork. I can choose a genre. Plus, I have the choice of adding a secondary custom genre. So, for example, if I want to add something that isn't in this list over here, I can add it over here. Maybe, for example, cinematic. And then the tags are added over here, separated by hashtags. And then at the bottom is a description. Now, what I do want to point out is that you can set this track to private or public. If it's set to public, anyone can find this track. But if you set it to private, then only those that you send a shared private link to have access to listen to this track. So to get to that shared private link, you go to the share button, and here is this private link. And you can copy this and send it on to whoever you want to have private access to the song to listen to. So I'll just leave this up to you what you want to do, but as you can see, SoundCloud is a great platform to use to build up your music portfolio, plus to add some descriptions and titles with keywords, and to add some tagging to the songs. So that's how to use keywords and tags if you're not going to be using a platform and would rather build up your own portfolio and send this out to music libraries this way.